Alright, welcome back to another video. It is December 13 today. So, I have finished college for this semester. I actually have one more assignment I need to turn in, but it is done. I'm just gonna think about it a little bit more and read it over once more before I turn it in. But other than that, I am all done. School has been going really well. So, yeah, my lowest grade as of right now is around an 85.5, and my highest grade is just above a 97. So school has been going good there. So yeah, it's nice to be done the first semester of college for this year. Now there's just one more, and then I'll be done my 2-year program. So we're in the milk house right now. It's kind of a cold day out there today. It feels like minus 14 right now. And if you look closely, you can see I got a jack under the manure spreader right now because we have a flat tire. I just about have the tire off, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. That'll be our first job of the day today, now that morning chores are done. So yeah, be nice if the manure spreader and tractor could fit in the shop, but one, I don't have the shop cleaned up right now that is on the job list for today. And two, it's just too big to fit in there anyway. So there's not much point trying because the door wouldn't shut. So, yeah, I'll go out and show you what we're working with. That one tire that I would have shown early in November, that was down to the cords, finally blew up. I would have changed it then if I had time, but I didn't. Just been that busy with school. So you can see this tire just blew up this morning. So it's alright, we're gonna get it taken off. I'm gonna put it on a skid and bring it to the tire shop. It would have cost us $120 to get them out here to take it off, and I knew I could get it off and on within 2 hours, so that is $60 an hour for me to be over here changing a tire, which is pretty good money. Obviously I gotta drive to the tire shop and back for that cost too, but that's fine. And there you go, the tire's off and loaded on the skid. Just gonna put this on the back of my truck now, and then we will take it away. And there you go, it's loaded up now. Makes my life nice and easy once I get to the tire shop. In their life, they just go and they grab it with the forklift, unload it, fix it, put it back on the skid, and then it's really easy for me again when I get it back. So, got a bunch of bags of limestone in the back of my truck for the winter too. Helps a lot for handling. But, there you go. So, now I'm gonna run down to the tire shop. There we go, we got our tire back, took it off the skid. This used tire cost $50, so can't get much better than that. It's a used truck tire. All the tires on this spreader were used, and this spreader is, I think, 6 years old now, or 8 years old. So $50 for a tire that'll last us 8 years. It's really good. It's like as cheap as it gets. So yeah, still had to pay a little bit for installation, but that's just part of it. So I'm gonna get the tire put back on now. Little bit of a trick. So this is a big tire, it's a 70-inch tire. I like to use the spear to get it on. So pull up with the tractor and the spear to the spreader. I just slide it along the bale spear. This tire is pretty easy because it's stud piloted, meaning the studs will hold the tire on and you just have to thread all of the lug nuts on. So then it works really good. And then I don't have to lift the tire, nothing. I can do it all by myself. So yeah, saves a lot of fighting with the tire. So there we go, there's the tire all put back on. I just had to put the floor jack away. The floor jack's just so much faster than the bottle jack, and then I don't have to crawl on the ground trying to get the jack underneath. So that's why I use it. But yeah, we made out really good on this tire. It cost pretty well $90 by the time it was mounted on the rim along with it. So yeah, if it lasts 8 or 9 years, that's like $10 a year to run this tire. Really isn't a lot of money. So we did good there. We did pretty good too, because this morning they said it would be $120 to come out and to change it. And then they said a used truck tire would cost $200, which I thought was pretty high. But when I was over there in the shop with the guy and we were talking about what's the tire worth, he said he'd give it to me for $50, because this tire's already been on a semi. It's ran up and down the road already, so they've already sold it once. They got it back, took it off. This tire isn't good enough to go on a semi again because it doesn't have enough tread left to be considered safe, but it'll still last us quite a few years, so it's gonna do what we need it to. So yeah, ended up saving a little bit of money, and that's kind of what farming is about now. You can make, as much money as you can, but if you can't drive down costs, then you're going to spend a lot of money. But every $200, if you can save $200 every day for the whole year, that adds up pretty quick. Alright, so the afternoon I'm going to spend over here in the shop. It's a little bit of a mess now, but for the past 7 weeks I've really been focusing on school, and then when I'm not at college, I'm in the barn. I'm pretty good about keeping stuff running in the dairy barn, but I run back and forth to the shop for tools, and then they don't always get put away because I got to go to school or something else going on. And then when we buy stuff, the shop kind of becomes a catch area for a bunch of stuff. So it's a little bit of a mess right now. You can see here I got tools out, still bags from the Tridical. It's a fridge box. My grandmother's fridge broke, so her old fridge came here. It's still, I don't know, I don't quite know the story behind it, but it still kind of works. But yeah, so we got the box and that. I'm gonna get rid of the box. I don't know why we have it. There's not really much point in keeping it, but it came here. So yeah, I'm just gonna spend maybe an hour or two, try and clean up all of this as much as we can. Same with all this. So yeah, my grandmother parks her car in here, my sister parks her car here, but other than that, the rest of this area can become pretty crowded, and I want to be able to work in here over the Christmas holidays, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up. Alright, we're making progress. I've spent around an hour in here. I got the fridge packed away there, the barbecue, rototiller, all that kind of stuff. And then I've just been filling up boxes and garbage bags. So we got 5 garbage bags here and 2 blue boxes full of stuff. A scrap metal bin. I still got to add a little more to that. And then I've been getting all the tools picked up. I've been running around too, grabbing tools from different spots that I've been leaving them. So yeah, good progress. I'm gonna go to a dairy barn now to check on the cows, since it's around 2 o'clock, 2 hours till we start chores. And then I'll bring 2 garbage bags with me to the barn, just so that they're out of here. So yeah. So whenever I'm home, I like to come here in the dairy barn and push up feed midday and clean stalls. At the end of the day, at least for us on our farm, most of the money is made in the barn. Yeah, we did make some money this year selling corn silage and soybeans, but at the end of the day, the 70 cows we milk in this barn is what keeps things rolling. working in the shop never makes any money, but it saves money. It's like working on the spreader today. You still have to spend money, but spend money to save money. That kind of idea. So, yeah, there's 67 cows in the barn right now. That's what we're milking. We don't always get to make it back into the barn midday again. So then sometimes there's 5 hours between when someone's in here, and it's not always ideal, but it's just their situation. I'll go to college, Dad will go to work, and then if Mom's got something going on during the day, then no one makes it to the barn again to push up feed. So that's kind of unfortunate, but now that I'm home for 3 weeks on Christmas holidays, I can come to the barn and push up feed when needed. Just really helps. You see the difference in the cows. You give a little bit more milk, and you just here in case anything happens. So yeah, I'm gonna finish clean stalls and then I'll go back to the shop, but it takes like 10 minutes to come here and do that, but you just have to have time and be around. And there you go. That is all of this area cleaned up, all of the tools put away. There is gonna be a little bit more odds and ends to do, but we're doing pretty good. It'll be good enough for what I got to do next week in here. Might have to move some of that stuff to get the harvester in here, but it should fit through the door. From what I've seen, there'll be a little bit of wiggle room on each side, and we can get it in here. Change the knives. I got the knives all tucked away in this bottom drawer here. Should have put them in there a little sooner, but I did not. So, yeah. Hopefully next week we can start working on that, and if not, there'll be something else in here I'll be working on. Just depends what the week will look like, and if I can get a little bit of help for the harvester, that would be nice, just because I've never changed the knives before. If not, then I'll see about doing it on my own or working on another project. Alright, it's December 16 now, so I planned to get the harvester in here today, but I didn't, just because I wanted to oil change this truck first. I've been doing all the oil changes on the pickup trucks, just because I find it cost effective and efficient. Yeah, by the time I drive to the shop to drop a truck off to get oil changed, I could have done it myself, or by the time you wait in a place like a Jiffy Lube or a Take 5, once again, could have done it myself. So when I do it myself, save a little bit of money, and I know it's done right. So there you go. This truck, I learned, works best if you jack it up when you do the oil change. The other truck, the 92, you don't have to jack it up to do an oil change. I can just slide underneath there. This one's a whole lot tighter, so that's why I jack it up. But yeah, this truck, it's a 2014. You can see here, it's the 5 liter, it's a V8. It's got 55,155 kilometers on it. Not a whole lot. It's in really good shape. We get it oil sprayed because I hate rust. These trucks, from everything I've seen them with 500,000 kilometers on them, and they're still running good, but the body seems to rust out on them, so that's why we oil spray. Yeah, it really doesn't get a lot of kilometers on it in a year. Pulls the cattle trailer. My mom drives it to go and get groceries back and forth. But since I got my truck, I don't drive it to college anymore. So that cut down on the kilometers it sees a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil. This truck takes 7.3 liters of oil. And there you go. Did the oil change. I added a little bit more oil underneath the truck here, like put more oil in the wheel wells. So kind of to discourage it from rusting in there. It was oil sprayed. Same with this one here. Same idea. That seems to be a high rust area for these trucks. And then I added air to the tire that was low. So, done looking after this truck again. Anyway, that is all I have for this video. That is the shop cleaned. And now the truck gone over. So, I'm all ready for tomorrow to bring the harvester in here and start working on it. I was working on it today. That'll be in another video. Today I didn't really spend that much time on it, just because I was the only one around the farm today in the barn. Mom and Dad both had places to be, so then I was a little bit busier there. But I still got the processor plate pulled out and the belt pulled off. Then I took off the corn head, so I got a good start on the harvester. But yeah, hopefully I can get in here tomorrow, work on it some more. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.